Welcome back to another episode of Traveling Through the Bible. I'm Greg the Chef Reilly.
And I'm Jenni the sister.
And today we're doing something different. We're in beautiful Payson, Arizona, out at a cool park, hanging out with our family, and we wanted to share that with you.
It's our annual reunion. We do it every June, so we meet halfway from Phoenix to Show. This is Payson, and here we are.
Fun time, fun with family. Now, the reason why we're out here is I wanted to bring up one subject that everybody calls in and asks for is, can we bring kids on a trip? What's the answer, Jenni?
You know, our rule of thumb is at least 12 years old. You know, we brought your kids and my kids, they were 7, 8, and 9 at that time, and really I thought maybe a little too young, but 12, they're into it, especially if you do Bible studies before the trip and they know a little bit, it makes it much better. But I think 12 is a good age. They can roll with the crew, get up, go to sleep right on the motor coach, and 12 is a good age.
Because if you haven't been on one of our tours, it's a 6, 7, and 8 program. You're up at 6, breakfast at 7, out by 8, and then at nighttime, it's 6, 7, and 8 really. And then get to bed because you're doing it again the next morning. So, also depends on the kids and how mature they are. So pastors out there, when you're thinking about it, you have a family that calls you and asks, just see how mature they are. I have a 10-year-old that is a 15-year-old. So with him, he can go and do anything and be fine. But I think 12-year-old would be a good rule of thumb.
And also thinking about who's on the bus with you. People are paying a good amount of money to go on this trip, and sometimes the kid could ruin it. And so we want to make sure that everyone's a good fit.
That is. Well, here's our Experts Corner. Isam, how is Egypt?
Egypt is always the best place to visit as a part of the Holy Land. Although the situation right now, it's not the situation that everyone likes it for Egypt, but still it is Egypt. Nobody can beat visiting Egypt no matter what. It's the Holy Land. It's the place where the Bible were. It's the place where the people can feel and touch the Bible and follow the steps of Moses and follow the journey of Jesus over there.
True.
So it's the country that is always being protected by the Lord. No matter what happened to Egypt, Egypt always gets sick but never die. It is the country that will be always the country of the Bible.
And that's why I wanted to bring you on. When we're sitting there and we're selling tours and talking to our pastors, we're in a different perspective than you who live there and who have family there and who guide there. So right now, even though we see everything in the States in the news, it's still safe to travel in Egypt. Matter of fact, I would say let's go now, just for the sheer fact the numbers are down tourism-wise, and you'd probably have the best time you could ever have in Egypt, correct?
Correct.
So that being said, Isam is here just to say, hey, you know what? It's safe to go, and we would love to have you come with us to Egypt, Exodus, the new cruise that they're doing, even a pilgrimage from the Holy Land that even ties into 3 days of St. Catherine's, or the 4x4 ride we do in the Valley of Sin. Any of those, safe to go, no matter what, everywhere to go.
100% safe. Come to visit Maranatha Tours. They will take you to the best places ever in Egypt. They will show you the right biblical Egypt.
Now, what's your favorite spot you'd like to take them in Egypt?
Luxor.
Luxor.
Luxor, and I'm talking Luxor not from the viewpoint of Luxor as a site, but I'm talking Luxor as a biblical site. Moses is being grown up in Luxor.
Right.
Luxor is being named in the Old Testament at the name of Thebes. It's been mentioned in Genesis. So Luxor, people thought it's just the places where people go visit the temples and the Valley of the Kings. No, Luxor has got lots of things to be related to the Bible. So still, it's the place which is a part of the land of the Bible.
And that's what you and your colleagues, as you say, and my good friends in Egypt bring with our groups when they go to Egypt. It's not just, yes, you're going to see a lot of the old artifacts, but there's a ton of Bible in Egypt.
Every single site that Maranatha takes people there, we are professional of how to tell the people and to make the link between the land and the Bible.
And that's important, the link.
Yeah.
Between the land and the Bible.
Exactly.
Everybody out there, I'm telling you, I brought Isam here. He is a great guy, a good friend of ours. He happened to be in the States. I flew to Chicago just to meet with him, but I wanted to get him on film just to say how safe it is in Egypt and how we want you to come and join us on one of our adventures. I say adventures because Egypt is something that you've never done before. Until you do it, you'll know what I mean by adventure. The traffic, the tour bus, when we're driving there, and of course, Monty, my friend out there, all the drivers, they are the best you'll ever see. But when you can look down and see cars, literally, it's almost like a video game.
Exactly.
But it's fun, it's an adventure.
It's a part of the tour.
It is part of the
tour. And the adventure also, when they come over and do this part of the 4x4G in the desert, this is an adventure by itself.
It is an adventure.
It's a beautiful...
And you know, one of my favorite parts about that is when we get to go and have lunch in the middle of
nowhere.
In the middle of nowhere. We're in the oasis, we call it the oasis.
Bedouin
dinner.
lunch.
Yeah, yes. That is
beautiful.
phenomenal. And of course, Ethan, when you're there, I always have you explain to everybody about the Bedouins and kind of the lifestyle.
Yeah, we make lectures about the Bedouins, their life, their culture, their habits, everything in the spot. So we're not talking about something that in your dream. We take you to the right place and we make the dream become true.
Right. Well, we had a great show, and right now we're going to go hang out with our family. Real quick, here's Vike, one of our favorites. Colby, my favorite. And of course, my son Bryce. Hey Bryce, what should they do?
You guys should like us on Facebook.
Hey Colby, what else?
Follow us on Twitter.
Hey Jenny and Vike, what else?
Subscribe!
And we'll see you next time.